On June 12th of this year, Los Angeles, California celebrated its annual LA Pride Parade after a 2-year hiatus, garnering over 100,000 attendees. I was super excited to attend this year as this was my very first Pride Parade. It is currently 7 a.m. We are about 30 minutes behind schedule. We're just leaving the house. Hey everyone, it's Kat! That's your intro for every video, Kat. You should know this by now. Kat did my makeup this morning. Turned out really nice. It's Pride Month. What are you most proud of?
Being pansexual.
Are you proud of me?
Yes.
And I'm proud of all of my viewers.
I'm so stupid.
Are you ready to get gay?
Don't pass this yet.
Let's get gay. We arrived and we're early. What are you most looking forward to?
I want to see all the drag queens perform.
Is that gonna be there?
Yeah, I've seen it. Pictures.
We arrived in LA around 8:30 with a couple hours to spare. Already, the streets were donned with rainbows and eager attendees. It's now 9:30, an hour until the parade starts, and we have set up camp. This is my first year at a Pride Parade, so I don't really know what to expect, but I'm really excited. Have you ever been to Pride before, babe?
It's my first time. Glad to have it with you.
I don't know what else to say. The parade's gonna start in about 3 minutes. It's gonna come from all the way down there, and it's gonna go way down that way. The parade was actually pretty huge, spanning from Cahuenga Boulevard through Hollywood to North Highland Avenue, down to Sunset Boulevard, and back to Cahuenga. The parade started a little after 10:30 and was set to go on to 4 p.m. There were so many organizations marching down the streets of Hollywood, so I wanted to highlight some of my favorites. Perhaps the biggest float to capture my attention was from Way. It was so extravagant and colorful with bubbles blowing everywhere. I had no idea who they were until I looked them up, and apparently they're a line of hair care treatment and body products. Another amazing float was from Trans Latina Coalition. Everyone they had running aside them were so beautiful. The Trans Latina Coalition is an organization dedicated to providing direct services to trans, non-binary, and intersex people in an effort to improve the quality of life amongst those individuals. I obviously cannot go without mentioning the Grindr float. Equipped with a gigantic eggplant, it was definitely one of the best floats there. Grindr is the world's largest dating app for LGBTQ people. If you haven't been on Grindr, you're not gay enough. Although they didn't have an extravagant float, the Trevor Project was also there marching. The Trevor Project is a nonprofit organization that focuses on the suicide prevention amongst LGBTQ youth. They provide an incredible service, and I highly recommend checking them out. Kimchi Chick Beauty was also there in a lovely pink car. A big shout out to them as the two in the car and everyone surrounding them were dressed so beautifully. Kimchi Chick Beauty is a makeup brand that I've personally never tried, but after seeing them at the parade and their lineup on their website, I might consider looking out for the brand. Jamie's Tea Girl Nights pulled up with a truckload of beautiful people. They host a lot of trans-centric nightclub events throughout SoCal. As someone who's been to a couple of their events, I can vouch that they are super fun. Like I said, there were so many organizations that I couldn't possibly list all of them off, but every single one made the whole parade incredible. Something that surprised me about the event was that there were a lot of freebies being handed out to the attendees. Like so many. It was a pleasant surprise. Throughout the parade, there were a lot of people that came up to me wanting to take my picture, including people who were actually a part of the parade. The whole experience was amazing. I was elated the entire time and could have gone on longer had the parade not ended in my location around 2 p.m. That was the end of my very first Pride Week, and oh my god, it was such a blast. There were so many spectacular highlights. It went on for so long, but I enjoyed every moment of it. So many people came up to me wanting to take my picture. It's just so much to digest in one moment. I am so happy, and I'm so glad I got to experience my very first Pride Parade. The only downside to that day was that Kat and I forgot to bring sunscreen, so I'm still dealing with a pretty bad sunburn at the moment. Overall, the LA Pride Parade was magnificent, and I really hope to go again next year. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye!